Got the grandkids out here with me picking flowers. Here. Here.
Taking pictures.
Here. Here, pick some flowers. Here, Grandma. Pick some flowers. Those ones. We want the yellow ones here. Look, these ones. Oh, damn it. Not those ones. Pick the yellow ones.
That is a fire.
Hey guys, Shauna here with Homegrown Self Reliance. So, thank you for joining us for the Self Reliant Skill of the Week. For today, we are making dandelion jelly. So, what I've got here is a little under 2 cups of dandelion flowers. Of course, they start out like this, but you want to get most of the green off of them. So what I've found is kind of easiest is to break it open and pull out the petals. Sorry, grandkids are being noisy in the background. Having fun. So I've seen some people cut them off, but I've found it's just easier just to do it like this. You don't have to get all of the green off of it, but you want to get most of it because the green will actually turn your jelly a little bitter. We don't want that. We want a sweet, almost honey tasting jelly. So it actually tastes like honey with just a hint of lemon. It's really good to put on toast, pancakes, whatever. Probably even be really good with peanut butter. So you need quite a lot of flowers because, as you can see, I'm taking away a good majority of the bulk of these. So you do need quite a lot. I had this bowl a little over half full, and actually had to get more to get to my 2 cup level. So some of these I actually picked yesterday, so they're actually already kind of wilted and browned a little bit. You really want to do this as soon as you can after picking them to keep the vibrant color, but they're still gonna work, so it'll be okay. And so there's about my 2 cups. So just a lot of fluff and a lot of the petals. So then what I've done is, alright, so then after I got about 2 cups worth of flowers, I'm gonna add 4 cups of boiling water. just push these flowers down so they're not floating so much. Pretty much immediately turns the water like a greenish yellow color. So we're gonna let this cool and then put it in the fridge for about 24 hours. We'll be back. Okay, so now that the dandelions have soaked in the water for 24 hours, then we just strain them. I already did pretty much all of it. Didn't have a small enough colander to not get dandelion petals in there, so I just used some coffee filters. And when you're doing it, you also want to kind of press and squeeze the pulp here to get as much of the liquid as you can out. So then we'll have between 3.5 cups and 4 cups of the liquid in here with the dandelion tea. And then what we're going to do is put in the juice of a lemon. Now that's very important because if you're going to water bath can it, you need to raise the acidity a little bit. So the lemon juice will do that. And then I've got Real Fruit Classic Pectin. We'll need 6 tablespoons of this. If you get a box, you can actually just use a box or an envelope of it. This is just what I had. And then I'm gonna whisk it up. And we're gonna put it on the stove to boil. Alright, so now that it's boiling, we're gonna put in 4 cups of sugar. This is not a low sugar recipe, guys. So that was 2. And here's another 2. We're gonna whisk it all in. Bring it back up to a boil, let it boil for about 2 minutes. Alright, so now that this boiled for 2 minutes, we're going to put it in our hot jars. Now you definitely don't want to put it in cold jars because you'll break them. Trust me, I've done that before. So I've got a little canning funnel here. Hopefully I can do this without making a big old mess. Does not really look like jelly. I hope it's going to set up a little more. So you want to leave about a 1/2 inch headspace. Actually, probably better to use the half-pint jars. I only have one of them, so we are just working with what we've got right now. After all, this is an experiment, right? There's a bit of foam on top. I've heard that if you put a little bit of butter in it, it cuts down on that foam, but I don't know if I'm going to try that with this since I'm canning it, and that might change the recipe a little bit, which you really shouldn't do when you can. So I've got my lids here. I actually have a cool little tool that has a magnet in the top. Makes it really nice for grabbing the lids out of the hot water. But I really don't know where it's at right now. So we're gonna put these on just finger tight. Really hot, so if you try this at home, don't burn yourself. Okay, as you can see, I've got my water bath canner going here, but unfortunately, I am not confident enough at canning to actually do it on film. So I'm just going to tell you this part. So you put the jars in your canner and you process for 10 minutes. You might have to adjust that if you live in a really high area, but for us, it's supposed to be 10 minutes. So after that, you can just store it on your shelf for whenever you want some yummy jelly for your biscuits. And that is how you make jelly out of dandelions. If you'd like to be more self-reliant, I hope you'll consider subscribing and click the bell to get the notifications. See you next time.